Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Again, this is Teacher Marlo and today you will learn about functions and relations. But before that, let us recall what is meant by functions and relations. Relation is a set of ordered pairs. The domain or input or our x values of a relation is the set of first coordinates, while the range or output for our y coordinates is the set of the second coordinates. So, ibig sabihin ng relation, hindi lang isang component. Kailangan dalawa. Merong x values and then merong y values. While function, it is a relation. So, meron siyang ordered pairs and then merong isang output sa bawat input. Okay. So, how do we determine if the given example is a function or not? So, to determine if a given set of ordered pairs is a function, dapat meron siyang tinatawag na one-to-one relation or many-to-one relation. Okay? So, pag sinabi nating one-to-one relation, ibig sabihin, sa bawat isang input, merong isang output. So, ganito yung magiging itsura niya. Sa bawat input natin, merong kaakibat na isang output. Many-to-one relation naman kapag marami yung ating x values and then nagsishare lang sila sa isang output. So, ibig sabihin, marami yung x values natin but we have only one output. So that is many to one. While a relation is not a function kapag one to many relation yung ating example. Okay? So one to many. Ibig sabihin, yung isang output natin or the same lang yung input natin. Same lang yung input natin and then meron siyang dalawa or mas higit pang output. So that is one to many relation. Okay. So, determine whether the following examples are relations or function. So, we have different ways or meron tayong iba't ibang paraan para ma-determine natin kung yung given example ba are relations or functions. First, we have the ordered pairs. Okay, number 1, A is equal to 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, 4, 8, 5, 10. Okay, so by looking at the x values pa lang class, we can determine if this given example is a function or not. Kapag magkaiba yung ating x values, ibig sabihin, function siya. And this is an example of one-to-one relation. Kasi nga, magkaiba din yung ating y values. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So that is one-to-one relation in specific. Okay? Therefore, this is a function. Number 2, set B is equal to negative 1, 2, 1, 2, negative 2, 3, negative 2, 5, negative 3, 7. Okay? Take note, magkaiba yung negative 1 sa 1. Okay? Another, negative 2 and negative 2. Okay? Pwede na tayo mag-stop dito kasi meron tayong the same x value. Okay? So, dalawa yung negative 2 natin. So, kailangan, para matawag natin na function, kailangan magkaiba yung x values natin. So, this time, dalawa yung negative 2 natin. So, ibig sabihin, this is not a function. By the way, all functions or relations. Lahat ng functions ay pwedeng sabihin na relations. But not all relations are functions. So, hindi lahat ng relations are called functions. Another way to determine if the given example is a function or not, That is by mapping diagram. So we have here the domain or our input or x, and then y values natin. Okay, so 1 is paired with 2, 2 is paired with 5, 3 is paired with 10, and 4 is paired with 17. So sa bawat input natin, meron tayong iba't ibang output. So ibig sabihin, this is one-to-one relation, and definitely this is an example of a function. Number 2, for the x values natin, we have 4, 8, 12, and 16. And for the y value naman, we have only 1, which is 5. So, yung mga x values natin, nag-share sila sa isang output. Okay, so this is many to one. Many to one relation. And this is also a function. Kasi dito lang tayo magbe-base sa ating x values. Kapag magkaiba yung ating x values, regardless of our y values, so that is called function. Number 3, we have, for the x, we have 1 and 2. And for the y naman, we have negative 1, 1, negative 2, and 2. Okay, for our input, which is 1, is meron siyang dalawang output. So this is 1 to many. So ibig sabihin, dito pa lang, pwede na tayo mag-stop. Kasi na-determine na natin na this is an example or this is not a function. This is not a function. Because it represents one to many relation. Okay, so sa isang input natin, meron siyang dalawang output. So this is not a function. Another way is by using table of values. Okay, so for the x, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And for the y values, we have 2, 5, 10, and 17. So sa bawat input natin, merong unique y values. So this is one-to-one relation and this is a function. Number 2, for the x, we have 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3. So dito pa lang, ma-determine natin na this is not a function. Kasi nga, kailangan, para matawag na function yung ating example, kailangan yung x values natin is magkaiba. And for the graph naman, we can use the vertical line test to determine if the given graph is a function or not. So, paano natin malaman na yung graph represents a function? So, a graph represents a function if and only if no vertical line intersects the graph in more than one point. Or kailangan, hindi susobra sa isang point yung ma-intersect ni vertical line. Okay, number 1 example, this is a kind of parabola. This is the graph of a quadratic equation. Okay, let us draw a line para ma-determine natin. Okay, draw a line, vertical line. So, it intersects here. And then, if you're going to continue, another point naman dito. So, dalawang point yung na-intersect ng ating vertical line test. So, this is not a function. Not a function. Kasi nga, sa isang input natin, meron siyang dalawang output dito. Ibig sabihin, isa yung ating x, pero dalawa yung ating y. Number 2, an example also of a quadratic equation. This is a graph of quadratic equation. Parabola. Opens upward. Okay, let us draw a line. Yun. It intersects at only one point. So, this is a function. We can also represent a function through equations. So, when do we say that the given equation is a function? So, an equation is a function if and only if it contains a variable y. So, paano yun? For example, f of x is equal to x plus 1. So, do you know that f of x is the same as y? So, ibig sabihin, f of x is y equals x plus 1. So, in this equation, we have the y variable. And then, if we have y variable, ibig sabihin, that is a function. So, number 1 example is a function. And this kind of function is linear. Tawag sa kanya is linear because the highest exponent of our x is 1. Number 2, y is equal to 3. Definitely, this is a function because it contains a variable y. And this is a constant function. Why? Because we don't have the variable x here. So, this is a constant function. So, yung graph niyan, ganito yung graph niyan. For example, is y-axis and x-axis. And then y is equal to 3. Ibig sabihin, yung x natin is 0. Then, mag-go up lang tayo. 3 steps. Ayun. The graph is parallel to the x-axis. And then if we are going to draw a line, vertical line test natin, para ma-determine natin na function siya. Function niya siya. It intersects only at one point. So this is a function. Number 3, y is equal to x squared. Number 3, y is equal to x squared plus 2x plus 4. So it contains a variable y. So this is also a function. And this is a quadratic function. Quadratic function because the highest exponent of the variable x is 2. And the graph of this is a parabola shaped like cups. How about that? Number 4, x is equal to 5. So, definitely, this is not a function. This is not a function. Because we don't have the variable y. So, ganito naman yung graph niyan, class. Okay. X and y axis. So, ibig sabihin, yung y natin dito is 0. Then, we will go to the right 5 times or 5 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the graph is parallel to the y-axis. Okay, this is not a function. Kasi nga, kapag nag-vertical line test tayo, it will intersect at many points. Okay, not a function. Now, it's your turn. Please answer the following. Examine the following, then determine whether they are relations or functions. And that is all about this video, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to think positive.